What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Chasing Chips podcast. This is Charles Dixon. I'm here with Joshua Davis. Joshua Davis, bro.
That's fucked up,
It's
bro.
so early, man. This is wild.
I look for you.
I need to get it together. I know you want me to start drinking coffee. I'm not doing it, but
Do it.
I'm not doing it. I'll be super duper hype. But Joshua Davis, Charles Dixon, Chasing Chips podcast. We had this whole plan of what we were doing today. We had a whole thing planned out for y'all. And honestly, so many things happened last night that just threw everything off. Like,
it's definitely been a minute since we recorded.
Yeah.
We had a wedding. We came to LA and we had a wedding, and both you and I had work. It is what it is. We got lives. We got separate lives. This is just a fun project we like to do on the off time, and sometimes there's no off hours for us to do it. So we gotta do what we gotta do. That being said, there's still a lot of basketball shit going on, which is fun. And what's fun is the Clippers and Suns play each other, and we're hopeful to try to do something live, but we didn't have time for that either. So, but we did go to that Rockets Clippers game too.
We did.
Yeah,
it was a blowout.
Game, but it was fun. It's always fun going to.
There's nothing better than going to live basketball games. I mean, I understand like watching games on TV is dope, but like going to a game and enjoying it and being there, even if it's a blowout, like I feel like true fans like stay as long as they can. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're the fan team, and there's multiple times during that game I was like, I should get up and leave. Like this is completely, utterly over. And I did also get we did have a very adventurous like start of it because I pulled up into a parking lot, pulled in, didn't pay, just pulled in, walked by the guy, waved at him, and kept walking. And Josh was like, "You sure? Are you sure you can get away with this without paying? Like they can tow your car or something?" I'm like, "Man, this is LA parking lot. These people buy the parking lot. They ain't got the right to tow anybody." Because if they do, they have to put signs up and somebody has to stay there to tell you where your car is. And most likely the guys that usually do the parking attendants are not there when you get back from the game. They're gone. It's completely empty. Just the gates.
I don't know. That's some insider information. I didn't know LA was like that, but I don't know. I still wouldn't risk it. Like it's still like it had to be like what? It's like $150, $200 to go get your car from
tow. Oh. Yeah, it's bad. I remember times in college.
I would have been worried.
In college, we would park on certain areas, and like I think 1 or 2 times we'll come back and the car was just gone. And you just have to go find like the nearest tow truck area. Gone because you just park in the wrong spot or over park or something like that because you're trying to get to the party. So you're not trying to like walk too far, especially because I was in Cincinnati, so it's cold. So you're just trying to find the closest parking spot to the event or the party or the house, and then somehow you're just not paying attention and you come back and your car's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Or you got boot on it. Those are the worst.
Oh gosh, a boot is the worst. Man,
you risked it for the biscuit, and you were able to save $10. Too bad there's $40 per drink in fucking Staples, so it's always so expensive there.
It is. It don't make no sense. I think the guy in front of us, remember the guy in front of us that was buying drinks for like these 3 girls or something like that with him, or 2, and his bill was like $200.
Yeah, he's simple.
Like 4 drinks. I was like, all right, man, you better go home, player.
Yeah, getting a vodka soda that's $50 per. It's much. Yeah, but that's where they get you. That's why I sneak in a 12-pack. I'm just playing. I don't see a 12-pack.
Which is pretty much Blaze walking into it, so it was cool.
Yeah, it was a good time.
So it always makes the game a lot of fun. But that's me. Like I always do it. I like even Blaze when I'm like, I have nothing. I have nothing planned. If I'm just about to relax, it's the best time for me.
It was fun watching Jalen Green play, for real.
It was.
It was good to see the rookie up and close. He's my assumptions were accurate. He's, skinny as all hell, and man's probably 120 pounds wet and wearing boots. So he just needs to put on some weight. I think he'd be all right. I think he's got the talent. His shot is a little broke, I will say. He needs to fix whatever the
You know
hell
what?
that shot is.
You know it is broke or
Mm.
hurt. Your point guard, my favorite player in the
Mm.
league, CP3, out.
Yeah,
His
I
age
ain't
weak.
worried about it,
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean, it's almost like when he gets hurt, you're like, we knew he would. Like,
I
it's
don't
almost
know about
earlier the
that.
better, huh?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I
It's
will
come on,
say
man.
that, like,
We know
if
that
he's
now.
gonna get hurt, let's get out of the way now. But yeah, I mean, I think it sounds weird to say, but I think it helps us more than it hurts us. Let's give Chris Paul some rest. I mean, the man was logging like 35 minutes per game, like a stretch of like 2-3 weeks,
Mhm.
because campaign went out. So he's logging way too many minutes. I'm not going to say that's why he was injured because, I mean, next man up, you got to step up. So I get why he had extra minutes. I wish we had picked up someone in free agency to help with that load. Aaron Holiday is maybe it. I don't know. But nonetheless, yeah, it was a fluke accident. He hurt his, I think, right thumb, and he's out
Mhm.
for, they say, 4 to
6 to
6
8
weeks.
weeks. Oh, 4 to
Yeah,
6 weeks?
well, they say 6 to 8, then some people are saying 4 to 6. Either way, he'll be back for the playoffs. That's what it's looking like. We're just gonna rest him until the playoffs,
Woo, that's
and that's
I'm
fine.
sorry. That makes me want to pick. That makes I still got the Bucks because that's who I picked, but that
Oh,
makes me want to
stop it.
pick the Suns. I mean, I'm trying to not to change, but I'm most likely change. I think the Suns are the best team in the league, but
Oh, so you think it favors us?
I think it favors you.
Okay,
Chris
thank
Paul,
you.
6 to 8 weeks off. You're
Yeah,
not. The
he's
Suns
rested up.
are built where they can still maintain and keep first place. I don't think the Warriors are good enough to take over first place. But by far the scariest team in the league right now is the Brooklyn Nets. I don't care nobody say that
Bro, you're always
everybody
riding the
healthy.
Brooklyn Nets so hard. It's
I
let's
said
see
it.
what they look like healthy first. Let's see what they
I
look like
know,
in
but
full roster.
that's the point of me saying scariest team
Mm,
because if they are healthy, they are. I'm not saying they're the best team in the league. I think Suns are. I think Bucks are 2, Warriors are 3. But like the scariest team, the other teams are fearing. You got to be like KD, Kyrie, all healthy. You got Ben Simmons if he's
yeah.
healthy and back on. You got a great, Goran Dragic is. We don't know what he looks like, so it's
I
like
ain't
a
worried about going Dragic. The man was averaging like 25% from three, like this past season. Like I'm not saying he's a vet and he'll figure it out because he will.
Mhm.
He's definitely a good addition. Doesn't move the needle. No. But yeah, the Nets fully healthy.
Patty. That
They are
shooting
a
is
scary team.
crazy, Seth.
Yeah, they got better. Daryl Morey is a chump, and everyone is dick riding. But I will say that
Are you
the Nets
salty?
got better.
Are
What's
you
that?
mad people are dick riding? Are you mad? Like it seems like a little
Yeah, no, I
saltiness
don't
that
know.
no one's giving the Suns enough pub anymore.
No, it's not even that. I just hate the ego of Daryl Morey and the fact that he's like infatuated with James Harden and he kind of flexed on everyone and then he ended up giving too much for a broken down James Harden. No offense, but James Harden has peaked and he is declining. And he gave up a shooter and a center, plus a pick, right? For James
Yeah.
Harden. So and James Harden didn't even extend, right? Didn't
Mm-mm.
even sign
No,
a
he'll
new
still be a
contract.
free agent.
Yeah, so I don't know. It went from Daryl Morey like puffing up, flexing, being like, I'm not taking shit on this trade, and then end up kind of wavered a little bit. He gave up a little bit too much for that, and now I think that kind of ruins the Sixers' chance. Do I think the Sixers are stronger now? No, I don't. I don't think they're
No,
stronger.
I don't either. But the biggest thing that I get out of it, and I enjoy as a fan, is the biggest thing I always enjoy about NBA is when there's teammate versus teammate beef or ex teammate versus ex teammate beef.
Mm,
Joe Embiid and Ben Simmons, but Joe Embiid comes out and says, "Man, like I was chasing Ben Simmons around, trying to get him back to the team, and he was
mm,
not trying to talk to me." And so that I kind of understand Joel Embiid's saltiness, and Joel Embiid's like he just doesn't like Ben Simmons anymore. These are how things just in
yeah.
relationships, in things is over. By far, like right now, what we were talking about earlier, Richard Jefferson and Gilbert Arenas. Like Gilbert Arenas to come out and say like I was picked after Richard Jefferson. Like I don't get it. Like I was by far the best player on the team, and he was the third or fourth option.
Right.
And then Richard Jefferson just goes in, just like yo, like you showed up to the workout with Chucks on. He showed up with Chucks on.
Yeah, I would. Man, these players, you got to stop like talking shit to RJ, because RJ's got all the dirt on you, and he knows. And obviously, I mean, Gilbert Arenas, he learned. But yeah, I mean, RJ basically broke it down and unpacked it. He's like, all right, let's talk about it. Why did you get drafted so low? You got round 2 at what, 31? Basically because of his, attitude and the way he was scouted. Like during the scouting process, right? He showed up in Chucks, like he said, and then he also said he wanted to be like an international pimp or something like that. He's just trying to be a clown, like a class clown and funny. I get it. You're a kid. He's a kid back then. He's what, 19 or 18 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's young. I get it, but
but he already had like gun trouble.
Yeah. It's not about your talent. It's about your attitude. And everyone loves Gilbert Arenas. He's one of the most talented point guards in the league ever. And I mean, but attitude is something that comes into play. And if you're not a good locker room player, then you kind of seen as a liability, at least back then. So that's why I got picked so low. And RJ broke it down. And I wonder what Gilbert Arenas' response is going to be, if anything. I don't know. You just gotta take that hit.
Oh yeah, you definitely gotta just take the hit. You definitely just gotta take the hit, man. You gotta be like, yeah, he knows the truth. It is what it is. I mean, I think for me, it's just like you understand that he knows the truth, and you just gonna keep talking shit about when you're one of your teammates. And then Richard, like he said, he and the thing is, Richard Jefferson did a good job of that, like exposing Arenas, but not exposing too the much. He's like, so yeah, tell him what you were doing before the national championship game. You know what I'm saying? And then the slight digs. Hey, and come to find out, the national championship was the biggest game you've ever played in your career. Like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a lesson learned for Gilbert Arenas. Don't get caught up. I mean, like, I love watching Gilbert Arenas on these like media interviews and stuff. Like Buckets is doing a lot of stuff with Josiah, and they're really cool to watch. But you just can't get caught up in that hype in a sense of like you start calling out players all the time. You're looked upon as like a guy that just keeps it real, and you can't exaggerate something. You can't make shots because those players are here. they're listening. So they're going to respond naturally. And RJ is one of those dudes that is really good on camera, and he can lay into you. So
man,
I would love to see this beef continue, but I don't know. I feel like RJ knocked him out with that one.
But to continue the beef between teammates and ex-teammates, JJ Redick out here just calling out Zion, just being like, yo, when I was there, Zion was detached. Like I had to call everybody out. And kind of call Zion out, like, and I love how he's like, look it, y'all don't make this feel like I'm just making this up. I said this to Zion when I was on the team in front of everybody. Like, bro, why are you so detached from us? Like, you don't feel like you want to be here. Like, you need to like. And
I
then
mean, dude, ever since Zion got drafted by the Pelicans, we all knew it. We all look at his face. Like, look at his face back then. Like, his face was like, "Wow, really? The Pelicans? Like, that's who I'm going to?"
His dad said he didn't want to be there, and then his dad said he wanted to be there, and then everybody was scared he was going to gain weight. Remember, everybody said he was going to gain weight because he was just going to be in New Orleans because the food is just so good out there.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't like that approach. I mean, I think that maybe that's just the new generation. Like they want what they want. No, I mean it might be though. It might be some of these players that just like if they don't want to be there, they're not even going to try. And that's why I feel like going on with Zion.
No, I disagree because I think I think this is peer to peer. I think it's personal. I think I don't want to blame it on an entire generation because there's young guys that try. You know what I'm saying? There's young guys that really, really try. You got Halliburton that tries. You got guys that in this draft class that try. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But even Halliburton though, that's a prime example. I'm glad you brought that up because even Halliburton, he wanted to go somewhere, so he avoided workouts with other teams ahead of him, like the Suns. Like the Suns wanted to draft him, and everyone talks shit on James Jones for not drafting Halliburton and instead drafting Jalen Smith. But apparently, it's because Halliburton didn't even want to like work out with the Suns or like work out with teams ahead of Sacramento. He wanted to play for Sacramento and he sought them out and he made it difficult for those other teams to draft him. So that's another prime example of like that sort of generation, wanting what team they wanted to play for and being very selective and making it difficult for other teams. So I think Zion doesn't want to play for the Pelicans. It's very clear. Perhaps that's motivation for him to sit out. Perhaps that's motivation for him to eat, seconds or thirds, for dinner. And I don't think he's trying to. I don't think he's trying to risk his career in New Orleans. I think he wants to get traded. And I will say that JJ calling him out. I love JJ, but man, that makes it awkward for CJ McCollum because like CJ didn't say anything about this. CJ
Yes, he did. He said it on no. CJ said it on the NBA TNT broadcast. They asked him, "Have you talked to him?" And he, "No, I haven't talked to Zion yet."
Yeah, like, I mean, when asked, you got to say the truth. But I don't think CJ was looking to make a big deal out of it. But now it is a big deal. So now Zion has reached out to CJ and texted him, and I want to see a glimpse of that conversation and just be like, is Zion just like, hey man, sorry we haven't talked.
Yeah, that's Zion's fault though. Like you got to send a text, you got to send anything. Like we just like.
Well, Zion doesn't see himself as a Pelican. I'm telling you, he's gone. He's good as gone.
I mean,
and wouldn't it be wild? I said this on Twitter. Wouldn't that be wild if the Pelicans end up trading Zion for Dame down the road, like next season or over the summer? That would be hilarious. Bring the band back together and Pelicans. That would be wild.
That's not a bad team though.
Trailblazers 2.0.
No. I'm not talking about the Trailblazers. I'm talking about the Pelicans. That's not a bad team.
The Pelicans.
Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, and Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, right.
Woo!
Yeah, I mean, they'd have a chance to be a better Trailblazer team.
That is a better Trailblazer team.
Right.
That Brandon Ingram is playing defense now. Like he's playing decent defense. I'm not saying he's not first, second, or third team defense, but he's playing defense enough where like, okay, like I'm not mad at that. If they do make that trade, I'm not mad at that trade.
And the Trailblazers, like you're on a rebuild probably. Everyone's saying that the Trailblazers want to win now.
No,
clearly not. Like the way y'all make decisions. So
your best
player, in
my
mind, y'all rebuilding. So Zion will be a good rebuild piece. Let him come to Portland. Not saying that he would want to play in Portland more than he would want in New Orleans, but I think it's worth the risk. And
that just popped in my head. If they do, oh my gosh, I would. If a Portland fan, look here. If Zion goes to Portland, bro, and Zion, guess what Zion's injury is? What? Not guess. What is Zion's injury? His foot, right?
Are you talking
the
about
last big top player they had? What was their problem? Their foot, Greg Oden.
Yeah, damn.
And then before that, what was that player's problem?
Are you talking about Brandon Roy?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's so funny. They got probably some great foot doctors down there.
They you would think so by now.
Yeah.
But that will be if I was a Portland fan, and obviously Portland, you guys like every team in the league, we all know is chasing chips. And Portland been chasing chips since they got close with Clyde Drexler. You know what I'm saying? That will be, I don't know, as a fan of Portland, I'd be like, bro, I think as much as that trade sounds great to us for the Pelicans, it probably sounds dreadful for a Portland Trailblazers fan. You're like, I would not want him. His foot is a problem. I don't feel like dealing with it for the third time. Third time.
That's funny. I didn't think about it like that.
The third time.
They're probably getting some like anxiety from just hearing that. But that would be cool though. I would love to see CJ and Dame back together with a better team. So
I think that, I mean, if because I can only see Dame giving the Portland Trailblazers another 6 months next year.
Yeah. What was wild is that I heard that New Orleans Pelicans, they tried to trade up for Ja Morant as well, to pair Ja Morant and Zion together.
Oh wow,
that would have been wild. But apparently, obviously, Memphis wasn't interested
yeah,
for good
no,
reason.
for great reasons. They're in
Yeah.
Memphis. You
Right.
already got your star. Like
Yeah.
you're like, wait, hold on, we're not gonna let you move up for we don't lose our star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people, if redrafting, everybody's redrafting now, and they're doing that thing and saying, "Oh, I'm redraft. I'll take Ja first, and all this other stuff." And cool story, bro. You would
Yeah.
take Ja first. Ja's
In
playing great right
retrospect,
now.
everyone's a genius.
Yeah, retrospect, hindsight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we also got to talk about the All-Star game, All-Star weekend, man. The pros and woes of All-Star weekend.
Yeah.
Like
Pros and woes. I'd say, well, first, woes I'd like to point out is we got to do something different with this celebrity game because it's a fucking mess. Like, you keep on
it's
inviting
so
players.
crazy. You start with a celebrity game. Very passionate about this, guys.
I am, because it's like,
It's
dude,
very passionate about
it annoys me. There's always like all this hype around it, and y'all select some weak ass celebrities like, Jack Harlow. I know that he's been like playing basketball, throughout this. Like wasn't there like a 2-on-2 that he played basketball against like Quavo?
He has a song with
yeah.
Tyler Hero.
No, he's trash at basketball. I'm sorry, no offense, but like we got to find better players. Like MGK can even make a fucking layup. Like, why are we picking celebrities that can't play basketball? Like, remember when like we used to put like Chris Brown and stuff. Like, Chris Brown's good at basketball. You
Yes.
know, like we used to pick like athletes, like actually good players. Like, I will say Myles Garrett. It was really fun to watch him.
It was very funny. Yeah.
He stuffed MGK. That was fun.
Obama's chair, Duncan, I think his name is. I
Yeah.
can't remember his name.
No, he stuffed Quavo.
Oh yeah, Miles
Yeah.
Garrett. No, yeah. I'm just talking about like these past guys that actually play ball. And
Yeah.
usually they have like one or two guys. This year they only had like one or two people that like actually I'm like, okay, these are ballers.
Right. Like they had Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart actually plays good basketball. They had Los in one of the celebrity games.
Yeah, Fame Los. They had B-Dot.
Yeah. Like, let's get some like better basketball players. Like, I don't want to just see these like trash ass. Like, I don't want to see MGK try to make a layup and just like shank it. And it's just like, why am I watching this? Like, why? One, is MGK a celebrity? Because I don't really give a damn about that.
Yes,
does he have a new album? I don't know.
He has multiple albums, man. Multiple albums.
He's just not a celebrity. So it's like, just because
you say wait. Are you saying he's not a celebrity? He is.
No. I mean, he's just a questionable celebrity.
He has multiple albums. He's from Cleveland. He had to play. They had to get somebody from Cleveland.
But Cleveland, your celebrities are not good at basketball. I'm sorry, minus LeBron James. But
should have went and got Ray Cash.
Right. Anyone, you get Chip the Ripper. Like, I bet you could play better. I'm serious. Like, the celebrities selected are just garbage. So do better. And then like the slam dunk contest was hot trash. The whole cast shot like 23% or something. There's a higher field goal percentage for the 3-point contest than there was for the dunk contest. So I think that the voting should be up to the fans for the All-Star like three
events.
Like the events, but not like the games itself, not the roster itself. Like select the celebrities. That's fun. Celebrities.
Yeah, so what you're saying is not like the rising stars. First off, I want to say I was flying during this time. I went to Cleveland for the All-Star game. I was going there for work. I was there for 19 hours. So I pretty much didn't really get to see too much. But Friday, we were there for the celebrity game and all this stuff. We had to do 2 interviews. We got one with Cade and then
Cunningham. That was
Cunningham interview. And then we also have, we did a best Twitter All-Star draft with Josiah and Nick Hinkle. So it's like those 2 things we shot while we were out there. And the craziest thing was coming back. We had a layover. I had a layover in Denver. I get off the plane. I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna walk up to a bar. It's gonna have a whole bunch. All-Star games gonna be playing. I walk up to the bar. There's nobody's watching All-Star game. Just
So
watch
winter,
some
it's like the Winter
random.
Olympics on or something.
They just watch it. Yes, it was Winter Olympics and some random college basketball game. Like, I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, why are we not watching this? So I had to go watch it on my phone. Sitting next to another guy that just came from the All-Star game. We're both watching on our phones. Could not. I was
That's
like,
hilarious.
can you believe this not on TV anywhere? He's like, I can't believe this. And this is like a grown. He's like 65 years old. He's like, this is ridiculous. And the crazy thing about what you're saying is that the celebrity game, for you to have so much like animosity towards it.
I'm just saying that you're doing a bad job selecting people.
But I agree with you that they should have the fans vote for, like, I think 3-point contest, the dunk contest, and then like lean on the celebrity game and lean on those people to say no or yes. Put more pressure on the players. And then what do we also find out? That the slam dunk contest, they used to give players K. 3 years ago it was 105K. The year before after that, they've dropped it down to 100K. The year after that, they just dropped it to 40K. Like, if you win, you get $40,000.
A lot
to an NBA player, that's $4,000, man.
Right.
That's $40. You know what I'm saying? To us, 40K sounds for an event and you win. That sounds great. You know what I'm saying? But to an NBA player, that's not enough of an incentive to play. You know what I'm saying? To do the event. So you gotta go back.
You gotta up the incentive.
Yeah, something. 100K, and you get 3 free days off of playing without actually being injured.
Yeah, and this is how I make the 3-point contest better too. Is like you got to actually set a qualification for the 3-point contest. Make it to where like the top 5 guys, with the highest 3-point percentage and the most I guess you have to meet a certain threshold, like a certain amount of threes, and then let that be the race for the 3-point contest. Offer those guys a slot and let them decline it if they want to, But let's not just pick random ass players. I don't understand the selection.
No.
Should have been in that bitch. And
that's why. There we go. Let's get to the root of the problem here. That whole statement, what you just said, was because Cam Johnson wasn't in it. That's why you want to change it and things like that. The 3-point contest.
Cam Johnson, why is he not invited?
Oh my God, he's year 2.
He would have won.
The year. How you know that?
Stop it, bro. That guy is flossy. His freaking shot is beautiful.
Oh,
it was made by Jesus Christ.
Homer. This is a Homer, people. We're listening to a Homer. This is why you want to change.
Tell me Cam Johnson don't have the prettiest shot.
No. He don't have the best, prettiest shot in the league.
Stop it.
Steph Curry has the prettiest shot in the league.
Steph Curry's got. But
I know.
No.
No.
If Steph Curry,
I'm not going to let you disrespect
Cam Johnson
the 3-point
right now.
contest. The 3-point contest is by far the best event on Saturday night. You know what I'm saying?
So you think Luke Kennard and his tumbleweed haircut is better than Cam Johnson on the 3-point? You think he's got a better shot?
Luke Kennard had 26, 25. Like, what are you talking about? He did his thing.
Yeah, he did. But I'm just saying Cam Johnson's better. So whatever.
Oh my goodness gracious! Hold on,
Luke.
Hold on. My dad is calling me.
Luke.
Hold on. My dad's calling me. I think I gotta go and answer the door. So let me give me a second. I will be back. Just entertain everybody. Talk about the story. Talk about the Suns. I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back. I gotta go answer the door for my father.
So I'll dive into it. So this is why the Suns are the best team in the NBA. I say that we have no holes. Like Chris Paul being hurt. Let's give him some rest. When he's coming back, he's going to be all right. He's a veteran. He's got there's no downside of him taking a rest for the next few weeks. So he's going to come back full strength. We got, some good pickups. We picked up Torrey Craig. We picked up Aaron Holiday. We'll probably pick up someone off the buyout market, hoping Eric Gordon gets bought out by the Rockets. I don't know why the fuck they're holding on to him right now. Honestly. You got a great player, great vet that you're paying a decent amount of money for on a rebuilding team. You want to give Jalen Green, Jason Tate, and you want to give KPJ more time. So let go of Eric Gordon for us. Give us Eric Gordon, bro.
Wait, I'm back. What did this man just tell y'all? I feel bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to leave and let him be gone. Sorry.
I'm just going into my my son's wants. I just want the Rockets to let go of Eric Gordon, please,
Oh my gosh.
please.
Oh my goodness gracious. So we're just gonna, terrible take. So Tom Izzo.
This is the
so
ain't it
everybody
take.
so everybody saw the Juwan Howard
Mm,
mush in the face or slap, and we really
yeah,
ain't really seen coaches like really slap another coach. He really got mad. It really, when a coach, and as a high school coach, when you as the coach kind of go off the hinges, the players
mm,
automatically assume they are allowed to go off the hinges.
mm.
So for it to happen and for all this kind of mini brawl to happen, Tom Izzo said it reminded me of Malice in the Palace. Izzo.
Wrong.
Wrong. False. Not even
Yeah,
close. Not.
yeah, just
No.
stop reaching, bro. I get
Yes.
it.
I
I
I
get it.
thought I
You're on
enjoyed
like
it.
a deadline to create a story. You got to submit your story for it to be published, and you don't know what to say. And there's obviously, not a lot of NBA fights that you've seen, and you just, gravitate towards referring it to the Mouse and Palace. But I will say, Mouse and the Palace was on a very different scale, very different scale. So
And it didn't start with a
that's not a
mush.
good comparison. Sorry.
So I think for me, what did you think? I enjoyed it. I think for me as a coach, I would have been mad too. Like you
Yeah.
can't, like, it was disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Timeout was disrespectful. And then the coach getting his face, and then an assistant coach saying something like, bro, the last thing I want to hear is from an assistant coach.
Yeah.
The last person. That's like, as a player, if you're the star player and a bench player is talking shit, you're like, come on, bro, shut up. Like
Right.
you not on my level. Don't say nothing to me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
I
I
mean, just
appreciate it.
give him the fine,
He
suspend
got
him,
five.
and
He,
then sweep it
he got
under the rug.
suspended
Who cares?
5 games or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
But
He'll be back. Don't make a
I
big
mean,
deal out of it. If I'm the
mm-mm.
NCAA or whoever, don't make a
It's
big
gonna
deal
help
out
him.
of it.
I think it's gonna help him get recruits. I think a lot of guys are gonna be like, "Yo, I bang, I bang with him
Right.
even more." Like,
Yeah. I mean, if you don't respect Juwan Howard, then wake up because he is he's on Fab Five, right? And
yeah,
he's always been a legend. So give him the respect he needs. I'm sure he already apologized. He's a hothead. I think everyone gets you know, a pass every once in a while. I don't think it needs to be super harsh with the criticism. Yeah, he said he messed up. He shouldn't have got physical. I don't know what was said, but Juwan Howard he ain't that dude. So don't just come up to him and expect him not to react. So if you disrespect him, he's obviously going to come swift with the punch. So that's just how it
mhm.
is. Sometimes if you get upset, you got no other options but to be physical. So I don't know. I don't know what was said, so I don't want to make assumptions and just criticize the dude when I wasn't there. So
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. And it's great that LeBron now came out, and everybody for the past week also said, "Oh, he's leaving. LeBron's leaving LA, and everything's things." Hey guys, that's something we knew already.
Right.
Like we've been talking about this. I don't think LeBron ever wanted to stay in his career there. That's not LeBron's MO. Like he's
Yeah.
gonna go wherever he feels like it. He doesn't care, but he's a not a franchise guy. He's gonna go wherever So
Wherever his
finding
heart
out he wants to go
desires.
play with his son and it for one
Yeah.
season is the obvious thing. It shouldn't be
Let's talk about
news.
this because Bronny is probably not going to be in the. It's going to be what 2 years until he gets drafted. So
I'm
LeBron
sorry, I
would.
have to interruct. My mom is right here, Doug, and
Hey, what's up?
so,
What's
so
up?
it's
Good morning. It's early there, ain't it?
no. I said my mom would do it. I said on IG, I'm like, my mom would do something like this. MC,
Right.
right on cue. She's here. She's sitting right here.
Hey.
It says she's buzzed in the morning. This is man. What were we
LeBron's
talking
out
about?
though. He is. He is. And so Bronny he come back and he might get drafted in
Uh-huh.
what 2 years, right?
Yes.
So then you got LeBron, who's going to have to sign a 1-year contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably with the Lakers. They'll probably sign that 1-year contract with the Lakers
After his contract is
Yeah,
ended.
after his
So
full contract.
you think he signs again?
Yeah,
Everybody's
why
thinking
not?
he's
I
gonna
mean, he's
go.
in LA already. Just sign 1 more year, and then he'll go wherever, because he's not going to want to leave twice. He's not going to go to 2 teams, because there's no guarantee that the team that he would pick for that 1 year will be the team that drafts Bronny. So he'll stick with the Lakers. He's already living there. And then after that, he'll, I guess, seek out whoever drafts Bronny. And that's just interesting because it's like, how does Bronny feel about all this? Like, how does he feel? Does he want to play with his dad? Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't.
Yes.
But depending on how, do you think Bronny's going to start straight out? So
No.
it's going to be LeBron starting, and he's coming off the
I
bench.
don't know.
And would you want to play with your dad?
Yes.
Like, not everyone's like Ken Griffey Jr., Not everyone
I
wants
would.
to play with
Yeah, I would. If my dad was really good at soccer, if he was a professional soccer player and I was a soccer player and we could have played, my dad about to be 70. I'm 34. I don't think there's any way we could have played together.
But would you be worried about like you not being the focus for your own draft?
I think if I know my dad's only gonna be there for a year, I think it'd be great.
But teams are like seeking you because they know that LeBron's going to sign with that team. So it's just like they're not drafting you because of you. They're drafting you.
They have to. I think they have to still draft him because of him.
Really?
I think
if you're just trying to win a championship, it's worth it. I think.
I think none of those teams. Look at here, man. LeBron knows wherever he goes to play with his son, he's not winning a championship that year. That's why I believe. That's why I believe
it's gonna be a championship run. You think he's just gonna play and not try to win a championship?
I don't think there's any team that's gonna be available 2 years from now. And I take this. I want to make sure I leave space to say Bronny could be good. Bronny has the resources to grow, get stronger. His dad spends $1 million on his body. What do you think he's gonna spend on Bronny when he gets done with high school? Probably the same amount. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The trainers, his body, and everything. So, do I think Bronny's gonna be way better than he is now? Yes. Do I think he's not projected to be in the round 1. He's not a round 1 pick. You know what I'm saying? Do I think he's a round 1 pick when he's ready and gets in it? Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot to happen in 2 years. You saw how big LaMelo got overnight.
Yeah. Yeah. He did his thing overseas and everything. So I honestly believe Bronny has the resources to become a top 10 player. But yes, I think that it is in the back of team's mind. You do get LeBron with him, but but you only get LeBron for 1 year.
I'm just saying right now, though, if this does in fact, if LeBron makes it clearer that he's signing with whatever team drafts Bronny, there's no way Bronny doesn't go past 10. There's no way.
No way.
Based off of sheer jersey sales. Like a team is going to select Bronny because they know that LeBron is coming and they're going to get so much publicity and media from that happening that it's worth it. It's worth, even if it's not, if you say, like you said, it's not a championship run. If I'm a GM or if I'm, a owner of a team, like I am picking Bronny just from having the opportunity to host LeBron for his last year in the NBA and the amount of money that you'll make from that is worth. Because that's what it is in the end, right? It's a business. It's an investment.
It is a business. And I honestly believe that for a team, the Hoarders team that we always talk about, OKC, who's got a bunch of picks and things like that, I think but we also got to talk about, I feel like the conspiracy theories are going to pop up during that time too, because I don't think Bronny goes to a big school, a big city. So I think the NBA ain't going to allow that. I think the NBA is going to make sure Bronny goes to a small city. That's why I think OKC is probably going to be one of the places he ends up. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be gross. I don't want to see.
But it's good for OKC.
I don't give a damn about OKC.
To get LeBron for a year, boost sales, boost jersey.
They are notoriously, they fumble the ball every time.
What are you talking about?
Stars. That's what I'm saying. The OKC, they don't ever do anything with their stars. They've had so many great assets that they just didn't figure out.
You're talking about the stars after 3 or 4 years.
You know
what I'm saying? But we can't deny OKC makes great picks.
Yeah, that's true.
They make fantastic picks. Now, What do they do with those picks after the fact? That's a long story. You
Well, I
know
mean,
what I'm
we
saying?
can't sit there and say they make great picks in the sense of like, future, because I mean, they basically have all the picks in the future.
Yeah, I
It's just
know.
going to be
That's
an
why
OKC draft. That's what's going to be.
it is. And I
Absolutely
think
going to be like, all right, number 1 pick, OKC. Number 2 pick, OKC. I mean, they just hoarded in draft picks over here. So yeah, I mean, it probably will be, Oklahoma, who picks Bronny and then gets LeBron, but that's just to be kind of ugh. I don't want to see that.
As an NBA fan, you don't want to see that. But
Yeah,
Josh
just like
Giddey,
any other team.
Shy, Bronny, and
Like,
LeBron.
like how about like what's a trash team right now in the standings that will be trash in the next couple of years as well. The Magic, the Pistons.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh, the Rockets. The Rockets will be trash for a while.
I told
The
you that's a big
Kings.
city.
Oh my god, that would be nasty. I don't
I'm
want
trying
that.
to tell you, Bronny's still a big name too.
Yeah.
LeBron could be at the game. LeBron might want to buy a team. So I'm always gonna look towards like a small city's gonna draft LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean Bronny. You know what I'm saying? So I can't see him going to Houston. I can't see him going to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? I think, like you said, and then no one wants to go to Orlando. I think just like that's a place that does really bad at picking draft picks. Like, come on, that's like,
they've been struggling.
As much as I will be bad at that time, like the GM there is just not good at picking. At least OKC is good at picking people,
right?
Picking players. So if they do, I do want to see OKC. I think I honestly want to see OKC use up all them picks and get Bronny James and then bring LeBron there. And I enjoy it because for me, I just like Shy. I want Shy to succeed. Out of all the teams you name, Shy
ain't gonna be there. Shy ain't gonna be there in 2 years.
You got a 5-year contract, bro. You think he's gonna force his way out?
No, I think he's gonna get traded or something. I don't know.
Now,
we'll see.
You're tripping.
Okay, fair. Yeah, fair. I mean, I just
what are you gonna make Josh Giddey their star? Josh Giddey ain't no scorer.
Yeah, he's not. I'm not a big fan, but okay. That's fair.
Oh my gosh, you tripping?
You like Josh Giddey?
What in the world? What's wrong with you? Why don't I like Josh Giddey?
I don't know. It's just like boring to watch. I don't know. He's just like not all that flashy, and I mean, I'm just not a huge fan. I'm not saying that he's bad. I'm just saying I don't really enjoy watching Josh Giddey. I'm sorry. Do you get off at watching Josh Giddey?
No, I don't. I'm not tuning in. There's no Shy's not playing.
Oh my god, Josh Giddey's on.
I was only watching OKC games for Shy. And then like Josh Giddey was like a side dish that was included that I tried, and I was like, oh,
Josh Giddey and Franz Wagner in the same category. Like they're both good players. They'll score 15 points per game, and they'll be textbook type of style, and they're great overall, but not very exciting to watch.
Okay,
they're a good 4th, 5th option.
So we're at the end, and we always want to keep it positive.
Keep it positive.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, the Donda 2, the whole live stream yesterday.
Donda 2? Is it good?
It sounds great. What I heard, the Migos song sounds incredible. Jack Harlow's on there too. Versus dope. And then
wait, so you paid for that?
No, man, it was live stream on IG for the free.
Gotcha.
I didn't
get charging for it.
Oh, the stem player? Yeah. Supposedly the CD is on the shelves. I think somebody saw it's like just a blacked out CD. So I might just man. Kanye is like what I do love. It is he's taking back making money for the artists, like not putting stuff on streaming. Because streaming, we saw the whole thing. You got to stream like 10,000 streams to get a cup of coffee worth of money. You know what I'm saying? So selling CDs is, selling his album on his stem player or whatever is going to start this wave of artists saying, you know what? I don't want to put my stuff on streaming sites no more. You saw that Apple offered him a whole bunch of money to put the album on Apple, and he said no. And he made all that money back with the stem players. So I honestly believe that this is the next wave, and I'm, kudos to Kanye for doing this. A lot of these people, and even it's not the next wave. Nipsey Hussle did it already when he was selling his CD for $100 and sold out, didn't put it online or anything like that. And then eventually he did, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nip for doing that. So I feel like Nip brought it back, but now Kanye's kind of bringing it back. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, but I say that, but
I don't know. I mean,
I'm
all about making their own money. You know, I think right nowadays you just got to make your money in different ways. You know, like I would say that you're not necessarily gaining it from streams, although Apple, as you said, was willing to pay him a lot of money for putting it on their platform. But then you also have to have advertisements or features or some sort of sponsorships that really rake in the most money for you. But I will say, I don't know nothing about this Donda 2 or whatever. Donda 1, I didn't really like that much. I haven't really been into Kanye West music for a while, but I did watch that Jesus. Was it Jesus or
Genius?
Genius. Yeah. The first episode last night, and it was fucking great. And
The
it was
new one
just
comes out tonight.
really? Oh, I'm excited about that.
Comes out today.
I couldn't fall asleep. It was like one of those things that like I had to stay up and watch it all, and it was just great watching that like raw footage of like Dame Dash and like Rockefeller and that whole crew. It was very humbling seeing Kanye at a young age trying to make it, and people kind of being condescending towards him and like talking. You can tell that they just like didn't respect him back then when he was trying to like promote his music and promote his like rap career instead of his like production career, like him going into Rockefeller and like playing the music and them just like not really caring. Like that was very humbling. And then his relationship with his mom Donda was really sweet as well. You can tell that she was like very supportive mother, and they have like a deep, profound love. So that was cool to see. It's really great to see Kanye go through the struggle because it makes you appreciate his success even more. So I love it. I mean, everyone can have their opinions about him. Yeah, he's done some weird shit, and he's been all about like with the whole "Make America Great Again" antics and shit like that. You can have your opinion about him, but you got to respect his hustle and like his career path and what he's come from and what he is now. I respect that for sure.
And and I always have that argument. People disagree with what he's doing and all that off the music type of thing. The worst thing he's done is the "Make America Great" thing, which is,
I mean, he's done some wild shit.
But he hasn't. He has done some, but that's like the most wild thing.
Yeah, I mean, he a little off. He a little off for sure.
Yeah, he's all man. By the videos, you can tell by the Genius. You could tell he's different. He's not the same. He's not like everybody else. He's a different individual, and that showed it. I'm a huge Kanye fan. I've known most of those stories and that they showed in Genius. Like, so watching that, I'm excited to watch episode 2. There's only 3 episodes and things like that. So that was my keep it positive. You know what I'm saying? Always gonna put I know there's a host of other things going on that people want to like lean into, the Kim K, the kids and all that stuff. I appreciate the music, and I just wanted to say that. What you got? What you got?
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with Kanye, keep it positive, but also also want to reference JJ, my boy JJ Redick, for always keeping it real with the news media. This keep it positive segment is something that we're going to do on the regular now. We're always going to like end this show on a positive note and just give like praise to someone instead of, because we talk so much shit. The whole philosophy that we want to introduce to our shows on a regular basis is just like ending it with a positive, segment to conclude the episode. So, I mean, the guy that I'd like to shout out is definitely JJ Redick, and just like the quality of work that he's providing right now to sports media. And he's calling out. I felt like, there was a certain amount of time that like where you have like people like Stephen A and Skip Bayless like kind of taking over, and there was not really much like fresh blood in the mix with like analysts or sports media figures. And JJ Redick and Richard Jefferson as well has like kind of revamped the outlook. And I don't know, I'm excited. I like when these players or retired players like come in the mix and keep it real. Like they don't like recreate themselves. They just like, continue their personality onto the screen. And they have a lot of great stories that they introduce, and they also call people out on their bullshit. So I always appreciate that. It's a fresher breath air.
Yeah, that's dope. And Kanye, you are messed up by showing credits at the end of the performance, so everybody can see who those audio engineers were. Because Kanye, you didn't see, he throws his mic because he just so bad. Because the audio was bad, like it just was bad the entire night. So he throws his mic. So I feel bad for audio engineer that has to deal with all these people probably running in there, running in his DMs and all that stuff. But you know what I'm saying? This is chasing chips. Every team is chasing chips. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we, as a Clippers fan and Suns fan, are ultimately chasing them because we just ain't seen them. I mean,
yeah.
So
other than that, this is the
thank
year.
you for listening. You know what I'm saying? I'm Charles Dixon, Joshua Davis.
It's been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure.
So next time we'll try to pump up the volume for the amount of episodes we do per week. But we busy, so if you got a problem with it, fuck you. I don't give a damn.
That is not positive.
Oh yeah, and peace and love.